If you're a practitioner and you really want to be confident with helping your clients with physical pain, then definitely tune in because I'm going to introduce to you a concept that I teach in my nervous system trainings. And so, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to share my screen and introduce to you a concept that is going to be quite transformational in terms of how you approach your sessions moving forward. And maybe you're not really sure if you need to take some sort of extra new classes or new certifications. But when I introduce to you this concept, it will make a lot of sense and it will help you feel confident in the work that you're already doing now, whether you're using hypnosis, whether you're using NLP, or whether you're a massage therapist, right? And you are helping your clients with physical pain. Whatever healing practitioner you are, this concept is going to be a game changer. So let us begin. Okay. So what you'll see here is a concept that I teach inside my bulletproof nervous system training, which is the concept of the stress bucket. And this is really important because everything is connected. And we know that our client's physical pain is just a symptom of an underlying root. Now, I'm not going to tell you what that root is because I will not know for sure. And me assuming that your client has chronic back pain because of XYZ is not really a call that I get to make, even though I'm a trainer and I'm highly knowledgeable and applicable with these skills, right? So this is something that I never ever will teach. But this stress bucket concept is going to be very transformational for you because it'll help you to really dive into the specific things that the client in front of you needs to shift and work on in order for them to release the physical pain that they have. And so this is a stress bucket. Pardon the graphics here. I am not the best graphics person, but what you want to look at here is this is the bucket. This is us. This is our stress levels. This is the shit that we can handle day to day to day. And the size of this bucket, what is in this bucket, is highly individual per person at a particular moment in time. So if we look at the present moment in time, a client comes to you and says, "Hey, I have chronic back pain. I've literally tried everything. I've done the physio, I've done the chiropractor, I've done all of these things to help with my chronic back pain, but I still have it. It seems to still come back." And so what you want to look at is this concept of what is in their stress bucket, right? Because it's not just the lack of movement that they've had before, not just the postural patterns. It is very, very useful to know how to use your muscles effectively, especially your deep core muscles for back pain as well. However, if all of these things from your clients are still present, whoops, um, then they're not gonna have the best effect in the movement stuff, the physio stuff, or the chiropractor stuff, or the massage stuff that they're doing, because all of these three things also contribute to their physical pain. And so what you want to do is really establish with the client in front of you how these things are. You can do it through a conversation, and this is what we do in a neurosync hypnotic questioning session where we just ask the client about the pain and eventually they will reveal what the actual thing they need to work on is, what the real problem is. So based on your methodology, you want to know what the actual real problem is that is affecting them and negatively affecting their stress bucket, that it causes them to go into this chronic back pain, right? And so this is their current bucket, and maybe it's mostly red, right? Red is like things that are inflammatory and have a huge effect with regards to the pain, and obviously green are good things, and orange are like somewhere in the middle. Each and every variable will have an effect on that person, right? So maybe that person has just chronic poor quality sleep, and you can see it's all red here and it's contributing to this. Maybe that person is doing well with like good food where it's mostly green. Maybe they're already okay with mental and emotional stress and they're coming to you to get better, and that's okay. What is in their environment, like mold, toxins, all of that stuff, their past experiences. They're probably coming to you to have help with that, to their movement. They're probably already doing that, right? And so, what you really want to hone in on with your client is what the real problem is. So, you want to investigate the fact that within that chronic back pain, that physical manifestation of that pain, what is causing their nervous system to become extremely inflamed and in pain? Which one of these actually show up? And you can just do that with a simple conversation with your investigatory skills. That's why it's so important to really be good at your investigation skills, and develop this skill, because you can cut through all of the bullshit. Because sometimes, especially in the hypnosis and coaching world, we were taught to just do past experiences. But what if it's actually like sleep or something they're doing within their sleep that needs to be focused on first? And this will come up organically if you know how to ask your questions well. And so you really want to ensure that this is the skill that you want to know and master, how to investigate, right? Which one of these is the actual real problem? Now, you're probably already doing this, but if you really want to do this faster, it is focusing your skill on how to know what your client's bucket, or what are the variables um that influence your client's stress bucket, so that once this bucket is like not that full and it's more full of the green stuff, which is good, then their back pain will eventually go away because you are treating the actual root. So maybe let's just say that it is sleep for this person, right? And if through your conversation, through your investigation, however long that is, you then found out that it was sleep and you help them with that, however whatever method you choose, right? And so because they then focused on the sleep, they are able to then decrease their overall inflammation and stress in their bodies, so that the pain doesn't feel as strong, because you've decreased the biggest stressor, the biggest red contributor into their bodies. And so this is really, really important. And once this sticks, this is obviously something that you want to revisit over and over and over again, because this is something that honestly is a principle and you could get better at it over time. But in order for you to be really confident with helping your clients with pain, sure, you can do the relaxation practices, but we know that those relaxation practices, if your client doesn't know how to relax themselves when they're overstimulated and really up here, if they don't know how to regulate that themselves, and you're like they're coming to you for relaxation, are you actually giving them the best service if you're not teaching them, if you're not helping them gain the awareness with regards to how to relax their body? We can read the best hypnosis scripts to relax our client with back pain, and that could work just like they could take, a morphine pill or an ibuprofen pill, right? That will make them feel better. But is that the impact you want? And if you want more, definitely get into the stress bucket. If you want to get there faster, then definitely get into my nervous system trainings, because this is exactly how I teach and how to make it effective and efficient for your clients so they can free themselves from pain faster. Otherwise, we're just going to keep putting band-aids on clients, because this is how we know. But once we actually get into this trust bucket mentality with all of our clients, it will truly help them to thrive and no longer need you in the future, because they'll be empowered enough to know themselves and their body so that they prevent it from the future, which is a great service to give your clients, right?